Get in, nerds. We are playing Burden of Command. So, the game's being okay. All right, the game sorted itself out. So, we've got 20 turns to take this objective, this objective, this objective, and this objective. So yeah, so we're gonna go slow. We're gonna do our best to go slow, to not get stupid, and to make sure that when we encounter the enemy, we are in a position to win firefights with them. So, we're going to be doing a lot of moving in cover, and that's how we're going to start the battle. We will start with Lieutenant Rao's squads. Let's just get in here, looking around for the enemy. Right? That's the goal. We're looking for the enemy here. I want to have eyes on this objective, which I can get this way, and just I want to be sneaking up on anyone who's kicking around in here. Oh, interesting. Enemy unit over here. I can make a successful attack against them. Don't want to necessarily reveal my position. This is interesting. Have they got elevation on me? They do. Yeah, they are higher up. I'm in pretty solid cover. Where else can I see? Oh, I see. We got a ridge line here, so this isn't as protected as it looks like. Um, Oof. Temptation to shoot is pretty high. Chance to win the initiative is excellent. I think I'm gonna do it. They did get to shoot back at me, so they're not as suppressed as I would like, but they are stressed, which is good. I'm going to captain take command of this squad and get them moving this way. And now we can see them. Okay, what are you? What are you? You're just infantry. You're infantry. All right. I'll take a shot at them with this squad as well. Oh, that's even worse. I could move Rao in to bolster them. It's one step, a third step, and a bolster. That's his entire turn, but I could do it. Oop, oop. Come on, game. Come on, game. You can do this. He was acting funny. There was a big patch where they did a big change with how the AI works, so that might be what's causing that. Chance to win initiative here is high. I don't think I need the bolster, but before I do that, I'm gonna bring Lieutenant Rao in here. He doesn't have a visual yet. Let's keep going. Blocked LOS. Not sure what that's about. Move one more unit in here. Okay, they also have a shot. So we'll go with these guys first. Haha! You didn't expect to be shot a second time. Casualties inflicted. Alright. I'm going to leave Lieutenant Rao's squad able to shoot. In fact, I'm actually going to turn their facing this way. Because putting extra heat on this enemy squad is not going to do anything for me. Alright, that's Lieutenant Rao's turn. Let's see what the enemy does. Okay, no action so far. Oh. Well, gosh. Alright, enemy unit over here. Cost them 2 orders. Okay. And they were shot again. Cool. I mean, nothing I could have... I mean, I suppose I could have moved them first thing, but like... They weren't in a great position, admittedly, but, you know, this is good. Anyway, now we know that there's an enemy here. Where can they go? Only to there. Does that get you out of the visual of the enemy? It does, but at what cost? Um, can I? Where's Captain Murphy's way over here? I could rally them with Dearborn. It's not ideal, but I could do it. If we go here, can I subsequently make it there? Yes, I can. All right, we're gonna do them a rally. Yep.
No need to worry, gentlemen.
Do I press them to get them out of there? I think the answer is yes.
One more time, gentlemen.
Now, where do we go? I think we go to here. We hope there's not enemies over here. I don't think there would be. This gets us into a safer spot. And then we got our points to activate these other squads. I'm not really moving forward at full strength here, which is unfortunate. First, let's get this squad out of the situation. All right, there's an MG. There's the MG that we've been concerning ourselves with. Okay, it's a heavy machine gun. Don't see anything off this way. Let's take a look at this MG's lines of sight. Okay, they can see this spot, but they can't see any of this. So, just going to head on forward. Okay, can't see them anymore, but they can't see me either. We're going to do the same thing with this squad. Do I spend... No, I'm going to take command. I want Dearborn to be able to get a little ways forward before we go on here. Alright, I don't see anything off this way, so I think it's safe. I can't even get across that street. Gosh. Let's bring Dearborn over. That is gonna... The MG is gonna get a visual to him, but I think the MG's out of shots. Urgh, should have been paying better attention. Uh-oh. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. We thought we might not be good, but we're good. Alright, let's... Do I do this? This is a risk. This is risky. I'll be a lot better organized next turn. I'm gonna do it. Whew. Alright. Now I'll get back into cover. And seeing that this area is largely clear, we're going to do the same with this squad. Now this will get us in visual of what's up here. I think maybe I'll only go forward one step. Come on, game. Come on, Burden of Command, you can do it. Because I want to be fresh when I get here in case I spot units in the open here. They wouldn't put units in the open here, would they? When I've got tanks over here? I don't think they would. That would be foolish of them to do. Not loving all this open terrain. Could do a mad dash forward with one of these squads, but I could get absolutely pounded if there's an MG over here. Particularly here, I think. Well, no, not necessarily. Not necessarily. I've spread Dearborn out a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. So we'll see. Anyway, that's my entire Dearborn's turn. We'll see how the enemy reacts to this. Slow turn. Slow turn. Not much going on. Oh, wait, no, they didn't do anything. It's back to me. Oh, man. Gosh, that was smart. I'm used to them being slow, and it just passed it right back to me without any issue. Okay, so I think I'm going to split the difference with Thompson's squads. Maybe put one over here with Dearborn and his fellas, and the other two come down this way and get up over here near Rao. I think that's how I want to do it. Because I think this is a trap. There's too much visibility through here, these hexes. I also don't have any sense of what's over here, so I think maybe I slink forward with this tank just to see. Let's just have a look-see. All right. I'm feeling good about that decision. That means this area is clear of enemies, which I already mostly knew due to this unit, but good, good play. And now I think we'll put this other guy over here. This other tank we'll put here. We'll sneak him around in our backfield and we'll put him here. Probably should have checked some visibility before I'd done that, but, you know, these things are as they are. Now, this is a hill, so I actually don't have great visibility from this position. But we'll just face this way, and we'll continue to do what we're doing. I suppose going up this road could have been potential, but not this time. Alright, enemy turn. See if they do anything. Bracca, bracca, bracca. I heard something there. Shouldn't be talking over the enemy, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright, now it's time for Thompson's squad. At this point, I feel reasonably confident running across here. Maybe I should creep across here. I'm still suspicious of this area. So here's what we'll do. We'll creep this unit across to here. Actually, what if instead I creep forward? Yeah, I'm going to creep forward. Okay, interesting. No visual to the enemy on this objective. Yet. No visibility from here. Let's send this squad around. If I go here, I'm in less good cover, but if I go here, I'm spending more time. It's worth it. Nothing over here. Alright, alright. Still feeling pretty okay, but I don't have a visual to this tree line here. And I will not have one. Could recon by fire and weapon range from here, but it's a risk. I think I'm going to put Lieutenant Thompson in this squad, just to get them ready. Exactly. That is the word, Thompson. In this squad, I'm going to creep them across the road here. Ooh! Ooh! Enemy unit over here. What are you? You're infantry. Ooh! Another infantry squad over here. Didn't see them. Interesting. Okay, alright. So this road's got decent visibility over here. We're gonna pop you down here. Okay, so Dearborn's squad's gonna need to engage these units, I suspect. Dearborn's platoon, rather. These spots are in visual of this squad, but these ones are not. So maybe if I put an MG up here, I can pepper them with fire. So let's just go and put this squad down here where they're in a slightly harder position. And then we'll pass it to Stern, and then Stern will be able to get an MG up here to pound on that unit. Now, where can I see this unit from? It's up here. Yeah. Okay, so it's going to need to be one of these two spots. That should be just fine. I bet I can do exactly that with Stern. Wonderful. Are they going to go anywhere, or are they going to just accept being shot at? I guess we'll find out. Nope, they're not going to go anywhere. Alright, so if Stern bolsters this MG, he can get them into position. So let's do it. Nope, nope, I want you both. I want you both, sir. He's braced. He's wearing braces. He's been spotted. We knew that was going to happen. Yeah! Whoa! What is this? Wow! Okay. From downtown! Okay, alright. That is not what I was hoping would occur on this turn. That was all of Stern's morale. And I don't have the range. Okay, alright. I got baited, and I suffered the consequences. Let's take our shots at these units, and then maybe we'll need to bail out. Well, Stern is not spotted here, so I could bail out from here. Okay, what else has visual to you? Yeah, it's just up in these areas. So, if I put Murphy up there in the situation, let me make sure my mortar's got the range. Here's 4, 8, 12, 16. Mortar's got the range now. So, if I put Lieutenant Murphy up into the action. So what I'm going to do, this is a little dicey. I'm going to shoot at this squad. They're not going to be able to fire back. They fired back? What the heck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hell happened? That's weird. Don't give them an inch. That felt like a bug. Anyway, I'm not going to worry too much about that. We know these roads back here are reasonably safe. So, I'm going to go up here. I'm going to hope I don't get spotted. Beautiful. And now, ew. Keep it up. Could use the off-map artillery. I got 2 shots. Let's use, I think our mortar is going to be better, but let's do a comparison. A side-by-side comparison. 6. Okay. Come on, game. Come on, Burden of Command, you can do it. Or the 105. It's going to be 4. Alright, so we'll use our mortar.
What's your flank?
They're undaunted. Gosh darn it. But will they anticipate a second mortar? A second mortar has hit the MG team.
This reminds you of $1 Million Ridge, sir?
No. No, it doesn't. In fact, don't even bring up $1 Million Ridge.
Hit the dirt.
Alright. Should have saved some points to activate this squad, but it is what it is. That is the end of my turn. And we'll see how it goes. Okay, they rallied. I guess that's not really a shocker. But that is all I want to do. Did I might have goofed it up. It might have been this spot. No, couldn't have been. Because that spot didn't have visibility over here. In any case, that is still functionally the end of my turn. I could do this with my tanks, but again, I don't want to get panzer-fisted by someone hiding out in these woods, so I'm going to keep them back for now. And Stern will rally himself next turn. Him and his MG. That's probably going to be priority 1. See what the enemy does.
Das ist ein Heimatschuss.
Okay. Wow, they were able to do that after they got mortared twice. Dang. That is impressive. So where do I need to be in order to be able to hit this unit with my own MGs? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I can do it if I'm there. Right? My MG's got a max range of 14? They do. Alright. Is there anywhere I can hit the spot with a tank shell? Now, tanks cannot move into a spot with an officer, but they can move into this type of terrain. So I could do this with a tank if I get it exactly there. Again, though, risky business, that. Alright. See what the enemy does. See if they're doing anything back there.
Scheiße.
Okay, someone rallied. Couldn't see where. Alright. Alright, and that is turn 1. Reinforcements, First Sergeant Grant calls out, and there they are, marching straight down the road. The captured MG-42s are quite a sight when carried by American troops. This weapon that has so often shouted death at your soldiers is now in friendly hands. A beast of weapon to carry, especially in the mud, but a fitting one, considering the dark forest.
Where's the bipod?
Where is the bipod? Alright. Hate to, leave Stern in such a rough position. I'm going to start with Lieutenant Murphy. Captain Murphy. Can I rally him and Stern? Seems like I can. So let's do that.
Captain needs everyone, now!
On your right, on your right!
Do I also press this MG to get them out of that position? I think maybe yes. U.S. Leader 1 I'm going to bring up into here. Although I could get myself out of there. You know what? Let's do it. I kind of messed up here.
On your right!
Ready?
On your right, on your right!
And I can't take command of them. Well, that was dumb. That was very dumb. That was dumb. So we're gonna do the same as we done last turn, and we're gonna hit this squad with mortar fire.
Watch your fire!
And that's 6 suppression. Delta suppression this time. Excellent. Beautiful. Do I need to do it again? I don't think so. So this puts me in a better position. With Stern, I still can't shoot them, because they're just out of range. But I'm not quite so afeared of keeping Captain Murphy right here. On the other hand... Alright, well, I'm gonna... Oh, actually, I haven't activated a squad yet. So I can activate Stern. I can't. Because they take 2 command points to move. That's why. Alright, well, as long as I got Stern able to act, let's pound on this guy and his squad again.
Stay down!
Hey,
Don't
got
let
him in
them breathe.
action. Excellent. Yeah, get scared. That's excellent. I might be able to bring Dearborn up and maybe snatch some of those squads. Not my best, not my best commandership, but we'll see how things go. See what the enemy does. Okay, heard a rally. We'll see if that's up here. Looks like it's not. So what do I want to do first here? If I bring up a tank, I can keep that squad suppressed that way, but again, risky. Let's head in with Dearborn and his units. Now, how do I want to get this squad? These squads have suffered a bunch of suppression and loss of orders due to the loss of their commander. So theoretically, now is a good time to do some assaults. I can definitely take these guys if I, assuming I've got a good visual to what's around. Let's move forward cautiously. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright, so they're actually good. Assault is non-viable from here. But if I throw Dearborn into the unit and give him a bolster, I can make it happen. On the other hand, what does it look like from up here is the question. Oh, that's right. Gosh darn it, I completely forgot. That stupid spot. I got frickin' baited by that spot once again. Well, I'm lucky I didn't take any casualties. We'll bring them back down somewhere they're safe. So, how do I deal with this? Could shoot from here. Where do they have coverage of? Okay, so they're not protecting that unit. So an assault up this way will be viable. What resources have I got? I can't take control of this tank because they're not in my company. I could take control of this infantry unit and move them forward to support. I can do a creep and shoot here. Let's do that. It's pretty good. Get him! Damn, they were able to shoot back, but they didn't do any suppression to me this time. That puts me out of juice with that squad. But that's okay. Now I got a decision to make. Which is, I could try a crazy buck wild assault on this MG with this squad. Or I could play it a little safer and move in and hit this unit. I think I'm going to do the latter. Because the crazy buck wild assault will come from this unit. If I take command of them, they do have enough movement to get there. This squad does technically have a shot. What am I exposing myself to if I come up here? So if there's enemy units in these trees, that'll be a problem. And there's only one way to find out.
Incoming!
Dang it. Really? Artillery. That's not what I would have thought. Okay. Ouch. Even so... Oh. Stop it! They goofed my morale. That's tough. That's quite unfortunate. I sure wish that that had not happened. I still might be able to make this happen.
Hit the dirt!
Really? Still. Well, those boys are undaunted. Dang. Wow! So now we're behind. Flanking morale boost. I'm gonna get him. Get him!
Come on.
Whoo! Nice. Alright. That was crazy greedy. The greed size was large. And speaking of which, let's move these lads up and try to take this heavy MG. Hopefully they don't have too much more artillery. This is really greedy, doing this while they can see me. But, again, they're cowering. I don't think they're going to necessarily be able to get a shot off at me. Really? Too far, huh? I guess we'll continue forward. Oh, it's because my movement's reduced because of the soft ground. There we go. They tried to op fire but couldn't. Excellent. Alright, I'm feeling very pleased right now. This strategy was absurdly greedy. Get him! Get him, get him, get him, get him! Got the other officer. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Good advance here. Know this enemy squad's up here. Have the ability to take them out with Dearborn. If I rally here, I won't be able to get at them. But if I can't press. I can't rest the squad. So the question is, do I really wish I could rally them and then go, but because I need to rally this squad. But I am not able to do that. So unfortunately, Dearborn is going to have to stay back here until he can give this squad a rally. That makes taking this squad a little bit of a hard option, but we'll see what happens. I think I am going to move Captain Murphy out of the spot he's in, so that he'll no longer be in visibility of this MG. I've got them fully suppressed, but, or rather, it's not so that I won't be in full visibility of them. No, I'm going to wait until it's properly Thompson's turn, because then I can move him back somewhere where it's a little bit safer. All right. I suppose I'll let the Germans have a turn. I'll see if they do anything useful with it.
Mickey Mouse is kaput!
I heard a rally. It was somewhere. Alright, so, it wasn't there, though. That's the part that matters. Now. Do I attempt an assault on this unit? Shooting over there is a little rough. But what I want to do is get a little bit more scouting in with Rao. Alright, I just want to not lose sight of my objectives here, which are to take the objectives. This squad doesn't have visibility to this area here. So I'm going to send this squad circling around, all greedy-like, across this open terrain to get into these woods. The squad doesn't have visibility there. Okay, so at this point I can feel reasonably confident that these spots are safe to go in. That means I can try and snag this objective while this machine gun is suppressed. I still think shooting them is a good idea.
Hose them down!
Okay. Well, that's interesting. This isn't Unity of Command. You can't snag intel on enemy units by, taking enemy units. I'm not sure why that happened the way it happened. So, okay, so there is a heavy MG here and a squad here. Alright, so I could hit this squad really hard. That feels like probably the best way to go about this. But this heavy MG is going to be a problem. Oh, maybe not. They actually don't have much coverage over here at all. Which means I could drive right up and hit them with this tank. Which would be extremely tempting. Let's rotate the squad's facing to be there. Do I move them up one? I think so. Unless this squad can't see there. So yeah. Let's move on. I'm okay with that. Alright, there, and there. We've still got aim on this unit. It would be a flanking shot. It would be very effective. Gotta bring the tank first. Yeah, let's shoot at them. Alright, that's where the officer is. And I think I've knocked him out of orders. Which is very good, because that means none of these squads going to be able to do anything except for this HMG. And I can run up with the tank and deal with them, maybe. Unless there's mines in this road, which there, again, might be. Not really a lot of spots I can shoot here with, which means I'm going to have to sneak up with a squad. But I got a squad right there, so shouldn't be too big an issue. I'm going to leave this squad with their ability to shoot in case something goes down. Because this whole situation could be rough. I definitely want to bring Thompson's squads forward over here to engage all these other units. So what are my medium-term plans? I want to put a tank here to shoot at this MG. I want to put... Now, if I could get... Putting a tank up here is an option, but we did hear about anti-tank mines, so that's a risk. Anyway, we'll see what the enemy does, and we'll see what we can do. Okay. Don't see any activity from the enemy. Alright. Just one more check here. Alright, so this spot only covers the road and down here. So if I take Lieutenant Thompson and run him up, this is safe. And then I get myself over here. And this squad doesn't have any orders. This squad doesn't have any coverage. This squad doesn't have any coverage. So theoretically... It's here, here, and then bam, and then I get pounded by that tank. Okay, so, first things first, let's... Oh, can't get very far. Oh, because the dirt road. Because we're on the freaking dirt road. That's okay. I don't think I should bog on this dirt road. But let's hope. Uh-oh, it's loading. Don't load a mine!
Steady now.
Don't load any mines. You better not be loading a mine. Alright, they're spotted by them. That's fine. Let's press our tank.
One more time.
A little bit of sass on there. A little bit of sass on there.
Driver, get us moving.
Oh, come on.
Gunner, target.
Well, hopefully that was some suppression. We'll get Captain Murphy over to here, because I feel reasonably safe being here at this stage. And then we'll put this tank up here.
Keep going.
And then just to confirm, I do have the ability to shoot this unit, do I not? I do, but oh, but suppression's low because they're already pretty badly suppressed. Well, that's I'm not going to be able to take command of them, so I don't need to save it. So we'll shoot him.
Fire!
Yeah, excellent. All right, that's very good. That's our tank's turn. And then it'll be Thompson time. It's Thompson time! I'm going to pray that I did some real suppression on this MG here and didn't just spin my wheels.
Hey, Kaugummi-Soldaten!
But if I did, then well, it's a risk I'm going to have to take. Alright, no action from the enemy yet. So here's... Now let me just make sure I'm not being spotted here from somewhere way over there with good visibility. No, doesn't seem like it. Well, there's some spots here, but I don't think there's going to be anything dangerous over there. Okay, yep, did get spotted. Spot anything of our own? Doesn't seem that way. Okay, no, it's only this unit. So, if I bolster, does that give us the range? Not quite. And once again, just to make myself... Yep, alright, so we're going to run along the road. There's our objective. Was that mines? I think that was mines. And that's the way we want to be. Let's give him a bolster.
Get ready to advance.
And then let's get him.
Pad is Anzio. Keller takes the lead.
All right. We're going to find out if that machine gun was suppressed. It kind of, yes. All right, beautiful. That's very good. Does this squad still have the reach? That's crazy. That's a terrible idea. Let's have visibility to this spot. There's visibility all along here. And all the way up here. No, I'm not. Oh, and even the well, not here. No, it's too much. It's too much. We're going to take command of this squad and get them moving forward. If I go here, 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 I might be able to get them from the front. It's not ideal. But if I don't, it's here, 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 and then no assault. And that's not something that's going to work either. Again, they're not going to be able to op fire because they don't have any points. So yeah, so I think I can actually do this. All right. Here first. Then here. Thick mud, okay. Then from there. All right. Now this is where it gets risky. But I'm going to do it. Nice. Beautiful. And I've even saved a point. Excellent. No, let's not be stupid here. Alright. And then we'll get those MGs moving. Alright, so pretty successful first couple of turns. See what the enemy does. thinking of taking one of Dearborn's turns to just get forward with this squad, just in order to, because I can't press them again, but just in order to not be wasting so much time next turn moving Dearborn around. So we'll do that. Just get him forward a little bit. Let the enemy have a go, see what they do. Alright, and then we'll bring in some of these say HMG, but these are actually MG42s. They're German squad automatic weapons. I want to be able to cover... Is there anywhere sneaky I can cover this spot from? Only over here. Just not great. I can cover this area again from over here where I've got that tank sitting. And I can move one of these heavy machine guns over there to make that happen. I'm going to get the most forwardly one forward. With Usildur the first here. This one's going to come straight forward, and then this one's going to come over there. And we'll see if I end up needing them. Alright. That is... that's a turn. I could press this squad, but I don't think that's the right call. So let's call it. A little bit of a messy first couple of turns, but I feel like I've done pretty well. And I got eyes on the enemy over here, and I do believe I will be able to take them. Maybe not necessarily next turn, but hopefully soon. And we got an enemy unit over here as well. So, that is our first two turns. Oh, hold on. Kraut artillery ceases to rumble. The rain beats down the last of their bleak smoke. Breathless messengers arrive. The enemy is pulling back. They'll form up a couple hundred yards deeper in, First Sergeant Grant says, and strangles a cough with a force of will. Just like yesterday and the day before that. Still, there's plenty of time to pursue. Orders, Captain? Pursue the enemy. Accept further casualties. Continue the fight. Consolidate this position. Accept a minor defeat for the mission. Men result increase to a minor victory. Scenario ends. Ask Grant's opinion. That's weird. I don't think I've taken that many casualties. So I definitely don't want to do this. I guess the men want to continue forward, which makes sense. Like, we've taken some hits, but we're not bloody. So we'll pursue the enemy. Give the orders to continue the attack. Messengers pad their way through the mud toward the rifle squads. No rest for the wicked, Captain, First Sergeant Grant says as fresh rain falls on either side. All right, yeah, I think we're mostly okay. We've taken some hits, some licks, but we haven't really been bloodied yet, so I'm feeling reasonably confident. All right, that is all the time we got for this episode, my nerds. I have had fun. I hope you all have had fun, and I will see you on the other side.